Listen, Halloween is for sugar. And most importantly, sugar cookies are one of those staple traditions we love to make, eat, and celebrate. Well, these Halloween cookies, as you see, are over the top. But my next guest says there are elements that are easier to pull off than you think. My next guest is an expert cookie artist. In fact, in 2022, she competed in Food Network's Halloween Cookie Challenge, and she won. Since then, she's conquered countless competitions and continues to make her mark in the cookie world. Justine Banks is turning those extreme Halloween designs into 3 take-home techniques that the average decorator can approach. We are thrilled to have you today, sister.
Thanks. I'm so happy to be here.
Can you tell me about that experience, winning that competition?
Oh my gosh. It was very different than what I expected.
Okay.
It was really awesome. I got flown out to LA, so I felt kind of like really cool, right?
Royalty.
Looking around the airport, like,
yeah,
no one knows I'm going to be on a show, right? But then when we got to the film location where they filmed it, it was an abandoned IKEA. So it was this massive cement warehouse that we filmed in. Like,
not as glamorous as you thought.
Not as glamorous. Like, there were cords hanging from the ceilings. It was kind of sketchy.
It's funny, those production houses. I mean, I visited a few in New York, same vibe, where you're like, where am I? The door swings open and all of a sudden you're in Hollywood.
But it set the tone for the Halloween Cookie Challenge. It was very, very creepy, a little haunted maybe.
Put you in the mood.
Definitely put us in the mood.
You've been making cookies, decorating cookies for how long now?
Oh, goodness. 9 years.
9 years.
Yeah.
You still love it.
I still love it.
You're still innovating, which I think is so cool.
Yes.
And when it comes to Halloween, what do you like about this particular season as it relates to cookies and cookie decorating?
I was going to say, it's my birthday, October 25th.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I was going to say, it just has always felt like my holiday.
Yeah.
So I get really excited when all the creepy stuff starts to come into the stores. And I love, love, love candy. So
I mean, this kills me. Like, can anyone actually really eat this cookie? Like, I mean, we appreciate it, but does anyone sink their teeth into the teeth? Yeah?
I mean, my kids do.
Okay,
yeah, absolutely,
all right.
they do. Yeah.
Well, I know edible blood is on the menu as part of our take-home technique today. What are we starting with?
Okay, so I wanted to start with a more cutesy, fun Halloween
This is my palette.
design. So my kids love to decorate with me when I let them. But so I wanted to start with a really fun technique. We're gonna make these smudged icing ghosts. So go ahead and grab this cookie right here. You can use the white icing bag in front of you.
Okay.
And this one is great because you don't really need any extra tools.
Okay.
But what you're going to do is take your white icing and you're just gonna make a big blob of white icing right in the center of your cookie.
Okay, big blob, okay.
Yeah, like the size of like a small gumball maybe.
How'd I do?
Well, that's perfect.
So far, so good.
Yeah, and it can
blob.
It doesn't have to be super perfect or anything. So you can take a cereal spoon or my kids' favorite tool, their finger, and you are just going to press it down into the ghost and swipe it down. Look at that!
Oh yeah, ghost in flight.
Yes, you can add a few others around the cookie to sort of fill it out.
Listen, you started with the right one because suddenly I'm cookie confident.
Yeah.
Suddenly I'm like, hold on, I got this.
Yeah, my kids love to use their finger because then they can lick it clean.
And then just a little black dot for the eyes.
Yes, I recommend using you can use icing if you want to mix another color. You can use black icing for the eyeballs, but I love these edible markers.
Oh.
I like to wait for them to dry and then you can go back in and everyone can use like a pen
dot.
Yep, and you just add your little eyeballs.
Cute.
When you're done. So
cute and doable.
Yes.
Are we going up in difficulty or are we staying? Okay, I'm ready.
My next technique uses stencils. So these are one of my favorite tools to elevate your cookie game.
Okay.
So you can buy them at any of the craft stores. There's lots of smaller shops that make them. They're usually made of this flimsy plastic material. I have this fancy little stencil folder.
Yes, you do.
But it's also not necessary to use. It just holds the stencil in place. But what you'll do is you'll take a flat, like iced cookie. You can use a bare cookie also if you're like, oh, I don't know if I feel confident making just a plain iced cookie, but I like to use these to airbrush over. So this is a little airbrush gun with some airbrush coloring in it. It's basically a runnier, watery mixture
Is that
of food coloring.
an investment tool or cheaper than we think?
So you can find them on Amazon for like $25.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one is like a $95 range one, but
I'm with the pro. I know.
yes. Anyway, and then you can take it off, and it's just a really fun effect.
I'm seeing your other airbrush
Yes.
designs here too.
Okay, so if you don't want to invest in an airbrush gun, you can still use your stencils, and I want you to do this next one.
Okay.
We're gonna swipe some icing over the cookie. So go ahead and put this cookie, we're gonna set the stencil in place.
Okay.
Lock it in.
And even though it already has a pattern on it, we're good?
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna use our black icing.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you got it, don't you worry. Actually, let's use this one.
Okay.
And don't be nervous, you're just gonna drizzle this over the top like that.
Okay.
And then take this spatula and do a couple swipes. You're just gonna smear it over the stencil.
Okay.
Perfect. And now both hands, lift it straight up. Look at that.
No way. What is it? Oh, it's a skeleton piece.
Yes.
Look at that. I'm so proud.
Very, very simple, but looks very sophisticated, right?
That totally worked.
Yes.
Okay, one more.
Yes. The last one is kind of more my vibe. I am all about the grossies and gories, the nasty.
The blood.
Yes. So this eyeball cookie, we are going to use some edible blood.
Look at the finger.
Yes.
I just saw the finger. Oh my gosh. Gross. That's a compliment. So gross. So gross. Okay, back to the eyeball.
Yeah. Okay. So to make an edible blood mixture, I'm going to teach you the recipe. It's so simple.
Oh, please do.
You're just going to use some Caro syrup.
Okay.
A little bit of food coloring. I like to use the super red gel color.
Of course you
and
do.
then a little bit of water if you need it to be a little bit more runny. But
Okay.
go ahead. We're going to take our paintbrush. Let's use this thicker one.
Okay.
And we're just going to mix it all around.
And you've just put those 3 ingredients in here.
Yep.
Caro, food
It's about,
coloring.
I was going to say, I usually eyeball it. How appropriate. Oh my goodness.
Did you premeditate that? It just rolled right out. It just rolled right out. Somebody stop us. Okay.
All right. Look at that. Look at that's disgusting.
It is, yeah.
All right.
Okay, now what?
We're going to just paint it onto our cookie.
And you've just done the little membranes here?
Yep. These are all the little muscle tissues coming out of this eyeball.
Lovely.
And this is great for cookies, for cakes, or cupcakes.
I don't know if it's a pregnancy thing. I am kind of feeling a little gaggy.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I am a professional.
Okay. You can do this. The last thing I was gonna say, a fun thing to do is a splatter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Super fun.
Is your
Go.
stomach okay for this?
Yeah, we're fine.
All right, let's show it. So the only difference between that and this is we're gonna add a little bit more water because we want it to be able to drip off of the brush, okay? So I'm gonna really thin it out. We're gonna dip our little fan brush. I like to use these. And I know that the texture is right if it will like drizzle so fast off of the paintbrush. Okay. Are you ready for this?
I think so.
And then we're just gonna go like this and
Okay.
that's disgusting.
Just the sheer joy in your voice is enough to be excited about it. Okay.
Anyways, so those are some techniques I hope you guys can use this Halloween.
And talking to the, I mean, I literally almost pass out every time I get my blood drawn. So this was this was a big step for me. This was a big step for me.
Really proud of
I'm
you.
composed. I'm fine. I'm proud of you, and we are proud of you. You are the best at what you do. You're so good.
Thank you.
Where can people see more of your work?
Oh, on Instagram, I'm at The Cookie Bank, or my website is thecookiebank.com. They can order custom cookies. I make cookies for events or parties. I teach classes. I'm teaching at Pinners Conference coming up at the end of October. So,
well, thank you. This was so fun. You did make it very doable.
Thank you.
We will link you over to her website from ours. You'll also find the proper ratio for edible blood, in case you're curious, interested, or want to, splatter to your heart's content. It's all waiting there for you at studio5.ksl.com.